Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Tap in, tap in, tap in. Today is a beautiful day. It is Memorial Day. Happy holidays, everybody. I know everybody out there on their grill and doing all that. I appreciate you guys tapping in. Tapping into Jackie with a Q, where the Q stands for Queen, the Q stands for questions, and the Q stands for quality of life, okay? And like I said, I know everybody's getting their barbecue on, they doing what they doing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Enjoy it. But we must practice social distancing. Now, I know people don't want to wear they don't want to wear the gloves, they don't want to wear the mask. Okay, that's fine. But you got to respect other people's space, right? So I went to the store Saturday. I think it was Saturday, right? And I go early in the mornings because I'm trying to outrun Corona, right? So I go early in the morning. So anyway, I go to the store. I'm gathering up all my little things because I'm going to be in. I'm going to try to be in till all the food is going out my freezer. I had to go out last week because I had to go into work for a week, which terrified me. I was so crazy when I got there that first day, child. Let me tell y'all. I pull into the parking lot. It's a huge parking lot. It's a big building, but everybody's at home. So my supervisor told me, well, it's only going to be about 4, 5, 6 of us. So, okay, fine. I know I got my gloves, I got my mask, and I'm not going to let nobody near me, right? Well, when I pulled in that parking lot, it was too many cars in the parking lot for me. So that sent me into a tizzy, right? So when I get there, there's a girl that's a nurse. I don't believe she's a nurse. I just believe she has a nurse uniform because all nurses know hands is the way to disease. That's how diseases are spread. She didn't have on her gloves. I have a problem with that. Even though you're not touching me, you don't have on your gloves, sis. And you in contact with everybody come through the door. Everybody. You like person zero, right? So anyway, and then they got the little thermometer thing they put up near your forehead and scan it and do all that. I need you to wear gloves and a mask, just for your safety, but for mine, right? So when I looked at her, and people was coming behind me up the steps, right? So I said, hey, is y'all practicing social distances? Like, I don't want everybody on my back all around me. I'm scared, I'm panicky, right? So she had the nerve, y'all, to look at me and say, oh, with her twist, she twisted her body too. That's what really, you scared? And I looked at her and gave her the same twist. You ain't? Shit, you ought to be. You coming in contact with everybody, right? So anyway, that started it, right? So when I go into the room, it's a big building, it's 2 floors, but all the different programs are in one room. It's like a few people out of every program because people have to get retrained on stuff, right? I didn't know that at the time. So when I go in there and see more than 2 or 3 people, I almost lost my whole mind, right? So it's my supervisor, it's a couple supervisors, and it's her helper. I see a girl that is in my group, right? And I see some other people. I am so crazy at this point. I was like, I don't want nobody touching me. I don't want nobody near me. Now, mind you, my supervisor had to get my system set up. Things have changed, blah, blah, blah. But at the time, that wasn't registering with me. All I know is I don't want no damn body near me, right? So they was just quietly standing around looking at me. And I feel bad, and I should apologize. But I was scared, you know what I'm saying? And they was carefully approaching me from a distance, right? And then somebody came up and I said, don't stay right there, And I acted out, but I acted out of fear, right? So, eventually my supervisor said, Jackie, I've cleaned myself. I've got my, she didn't have her mask and gloves on either, which she told me she would, but she didn't. So she was like, I've washed my hands. I got the sanitizer. I promise you I'm not sick, but I got to do this. So she's on my system. And my system didn't get together to about 4 hours, right? So within that 4 hours, I centered myself and got myself together. But listen, y'all, I was crazy as shit. I was crazy in my head. I was ready to quit. I was contemplating, okay, if I quit, how do I pay my rent? What do I do? All kind of real thoughts was coming in my head, right? But like I said, I centered myself. I did what I had to do. I brought my gloves. I brought my mask. I changed out of my gloves. I didn't wear the gloves all day. That's another thing, guys. Change your gloves. Like if you going in the store, then you got to go in there, change them gloves, right? Just like you buy all the other stuff you want, you're going to have to buy, we're going to need gloves and masks for a while, right? And anyway, so it worked out fine, and so I let that week went by. Friday was over. I was so glad to be out of there. And now I'm home, and I'm home for forever, right? because they said they want the goal is for people to just stay home, right? Corona or not, just stay home, right? So I'm thankful for that. I'm really thankful to God because a lot of people don't even have jobs. So I'm thankful to have one. And anyway, I went totally crazy. But I went to the store, and the lady got on my nerves in the store. Like I said, I go early so I can, gather all my goods. And I knew that I wasn't going to be out for a while because my plan is to not go out till all my food is gone. I got plenty toilet paper, plenty paper towels, plenty cleaning supplies. I'm just not going to go out, right? So I go grab some items. I'm putting them on the thing. And, I'm at a store where they got a card that you get a discount after you get your stuff. Well, I'm focusing on what my price is, And there's a lady I didn't notice. First of all, she was too close to me. When I go to the store, I stand my distance. If they're in the line doing what they're doing, making any transactions, I don't even go up into the line. I stand back, right? They got little spaces. I stand back, right? Give them that space and respect their space and all that, right? So the ladies, the first line I was in, she said, okay, next in line. Decent and in order. Everything was orderly, right? I had to step out to get something because, again, I want to make sure I got everything because I'm trying to go out 30 days, right? At least. So I get into this next line where the young man was young, really, really young, right? Teenager-y looking young. So he don't know about the rules. He ain't caring about nothing. He don't pay no attention, right? So next thing I know, her food connected up with my food. That's what made me look. I didn't notice that she was this close to me, right? So in my mind, I'm like, do you say something or do you not, right? So I said something, right? I said, Mister, since social distance, you got to, step back a little bit. What I really wanted to say was, bitch, fall the fuck back, right? Shit going on around here. Get the fuck on back. You got your spot in line. But no, I said, the social distancing. She got a little snappy with her dusty looking self, right? Now, first of all, she didn't look like she was the cleanest in the first place, right? She had an old dusty t-shirt that probably was her husband's or something, and the neck was all out, and it was all dingy and carrying on, right? You didn't look the cleanest in the first place, right? She did have on a mask, but she didn't have on her gloves. And I just didn't like the fact that I'm doing my transaction, your shit is right next to mine. Fall back, right? So I said at that point, I'm not going to the store anymore. I'm glad I got all my things. I'm going to have to go to the store because I'm going to end up in jail. And I don't want to be in jail during the COVID. I don't want to be in jail no time. But, my anxiety is so high that it makes me act out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to do that. But anyway, that was just what I wanted to say, guys. Just use your gloves, your mask. And if you're not using your gloves and mask, stay away from people. Now, if you're around a bunch of people, all y'all just want to be unmasked and unhealthy together, fine. But for those of us, when you see people they got on gloves and masks, give them their space. That means they scared. Okay? All right. Now, so what I want to talk about the next few weeks is my dating stories. I got a lot of funny dating stories. A lot of funny dating stories, right? Like I said, I'm super single. And not that I want to be. It's just that I don't know where he at. He ain't found me yet, right? And so, my friends always say you got to be open. I like one type of man. There's one type of man I like. That's what I like. I like, visually, right? And but I've been giving a lot of folks a chance, right? Anyway, I got a lot of funny stories and I want to share them because it's funny. And anyway, I want to talk about the dating starter pack, okay? Dating starter pack. Now, the dating starter pack has few things in it. And guys, if you don't have these things, you should not be dating. You're not ready. Now, if you're 22, 23, okay. But if you grown, no, sir. You need some things. You need some things for you approach a grown woman, right? So, the first thing is a car. Because you got to take her somewhere. Y'all got to date. You got to date, guys. You just can't, I'm going to come over your house. That's elementary. That's what little kids do. I'm going to come over your house, sit with you. That's dumb. I don't nobody want to do that, right? There's levels to that. You only really do that when you really like this person. That's going to be, you think that may be your person. When I first meet you, I don't want you coming up. I don't want you over my house. I don't even want you to know where I live, for real. But I definitely don't want you all in my space and doing, I don't want you to get comfortable. That offends me, right? I remember one time this guy came over my house and quickly took his shoes off. And when I went in the kitchen to come back, he was laid down on my couch. Hold up, nigga. That ain't, if my son walk in the door and see you lay down, you gonna fuck around and get beat up. Don't do that. Sit up. So anyway, you need a car, you right? You need a car because we need to go places. Now, I don't want to carry you around in my car. I will, but I don't want to. I want to be picked up like a lady. I want to feel, ooh, you know what I'm saying? We all do. So I need you to have a car so we can go where we need to go, right? And I need you to have your own place of residence. I said this before, and I'm going to say it again, and I'm probably going to say it again. I need you to live by yourself. By yourself. Unless something tragic didn't happen, you got to take care of, something tragic. I don't even want to put it out there. Just something tragic. For the most part, I need you to live by yourself. Because I'm a grown woman, I want to do grown woman things, and, I want you to live by yourself, right? And the fun of when you're dating, the fun of a man having his own place is that you could go to his house. You can switch up. I don't always want you at my house. If I like you, I want to be able to go to your house, right? And then, most importantly, you need to have a way of getting some money. Now, before I said job is good, but some people are entrepreneurs. It don't matter. If you pick up cans and you make good living picking up cans, that's what you do. As long as you have enough money to do what you need to do, take care of yourself, and occasionally take me out somewhere, okay? So, that's 3 things. A job, a car, your own residence. Most importantly, in the starter kit, this is the starter kit. We ain't talking about what I really want. We just talking about the starter kit. Before you approach a woman, this is what you have to have, okay? Good sense. Now, I said that before, but I'm going to say it again because we're talking about dating, so I'm just going to reiterate the starter pack, right? You need the car, the job, a place of residence, and, good sense. All right? That's in the starter kit. All right. So anyway, this was a few years ago. I just got single, right? I don't even know if I was still single. Nigga might have still been in the house. I don't know. But at any rate, I was single in my mind, right? And so a guy reached out to me that I knew, but, we grew up together. We lived in the same neighborhood, but I didn't really know him, right? But I knew of him. We had the same friends. So he asked me out on Facebook for the world to see. He said, can I take you out to dinner? Sure. Right? I'm hungry all the time. Why not? Right? Okay. So on paper, he had all the stuff. On paper, he was fine. See, that's why you got to dig into it, ladies. You got to give it a shot. You have to date so you can see what it is you don't want. You know what I'm saying? Every time you go on a date, that don't mean you having sex with him. Definitely not. And that don't mean that it's going to be the one. You got to date so you can see what you don't want. More importantly than what you want. And if sparks fly, then good. Sparks fly. Well, anyway, I don't even know if we ever went to dinner. And he lived near me. He lived very close to me, right? Which was another good thing, right? He lived near me. He had a car. He had 2 cars. He had 2 jobs. Okay, wonderful. On paper, he was it, right? And he liked to do stuff. But the problem was he didn't have a lot of time because he worked at 2 jobs. So, okay, I'm understanding. I'm going to be the understanding female. But on the weekends when you're off, then we need to see each other if you like me, right? So the first weekend that he said, well, let me, take care of my mama. I got to take her to the store and all that. And then I was like, oh, wonderful. He's taking care of his mama. I always thought a man take care of his mama, he'll take care of you. That's a good dude. He take care of his mama, right? So, okay, you going to take mama. So the day went on. I don't even pay that much attention. Next thing I know, it was about 6 o'clock, right? Now, this was the morning time when I talked to him, about 6 o'clock. So I don't know if I called him, he called me. And he said, well, he was still with his mama. Still with mama, huh? Okay, all right. I don't think none of it that time. So it happened the next weekend. And then it happened the 3rd weekend. So when it happened the 3rd weekend, I said, now, wait a minute. Now, mama getting a lot of the time, right? She had other kids, too. They lived with her. He didn't live with her. So I said, okay, now, mama, in my mind, mama, we're going to have to shiver up, right? So at any rate, he would call me when he got off work, which I thought was nice, right? He would call me. But before we can start having a good conversation, now he got off at 11:30 at night. Before we can have a good conversation, mama done called. Got to go, mama on the phone. I don't want to know why mama wasn't in the damn bed, right? It's 11:30. Mama, why you ain't sleep, right? So, okay, mama, you got to talk with mama. Got to talk with mama. Okay. I don't really say too much because, people love their mama, So anyway, mama called at night. You got to spend all the Saturdays with mama. Then he started telling me, I really want you to meet my mama. And I ain't really that interested in meeting nobody's mama, right? Because I don't know if I'm like you. I don't know where this is going. So I don't want to meet your mama like your mama. I don't want to do all that. So he kept insisting. I was getting close to New Year's Eve. And, he said at their house, he got the family house. And Everybody in the family come to mama's house. They play cards, they eat, they make a lot of food. Sound like a good time, right? I like a family that have a good time. That's my type of people, right? So the first time I went over there before the holiday, I got to tell y'all this. I went over there. They had dogs. Went over there, and the house smelled like dog. I said, God damn. It smelled like dog so bad. It was wintertime. I had to go sit on the porch in the cold. It smelled so horrible. I'm thinking, you niggas don't smell this shit, right? I had to go on the porch in the cold. It was cold, winter in Cleveland, Ohio, right? I sat on the porch. I can't even breathe. I'm not getting ready to fake this shit. I can't breathe, right? So that was the first time. So I swore I was never going over there. Now, mind you, he told me about the holidays and what they do and this and that. And that's the family house and everybody come to my house. I already made up my mind. I ain't never going back over there again in life, right? So, mind you, time goes on, and he still got to be with mama all day long. And then he would tell me, well, you know, you can come over mama's house. Now, first of all, I done told y'all already. I'm not going over mama's house and sit on the couch with you and your mama. That's not a good time to me. And I might like mama, but that ain't what I want to do, right? I got my own mama. If I want to go sit on a mama's couch, I got my own, right? So that went on. So the holiday come, New Year's, we go. And surprisingly, I did go. My sister convinced me to go. I went, and the house didn't stink. And I actually had a good time. They was playing cards. You know, I met some aunties and carrying on. And it was a good time. That was a good time. All right. But that kept going on with the weekends. He got to spend all day with mama and damn near all night. So I said, why don't you just move in with your mama? You know, you over there all the time. You know, he ate mama's food. Mama would cook every day. He come home, that's what he eat. So when I come over his house, he want me to eat mama's food. I don't want to eat no used up food. Let's cook and, you know, let's do some stuff ourselves, right? He want to start pulling out stuff out the refrigerator, out these old plastic bowls that I hate with mama shit. I don't want to do that, right? So eventually I told him something that hurt his feelings, and you know, but I had to tell him, you know, I'm going to need you to get off your mama titty. You know what I'm saying? For real. You too old for that shit. You know what I'm saying? And mama knew better. Mama was a woman. She knew better. She knew what she was doing. And I liked her. She was nice. But you know, and you know, as a mother, you can do your sons like that if you're not thinking, right? But you got to let them live their life. They got to have their peace. They got to do what they're going to do. And if they love you, they're going to come see about you. They're going to take care of you. But you can't absorb all their time. That's not fair to them. You had your man. Let them have their people, right? So I end up having to tell dude, you know, this ain't going to work. And once I told him that, his feelings was hurt because you said suck my mama titty. He was really hurt about that. Nigga, I'm just saying, grow up. Grow up. You got to grow up. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown woman. I don't have time to sit around you and your mama. You know what I'm saying? Every day, all the time, he want me to sit around him and his mama. Not going to do that. Not going to do that. So this is the first installment of the dating story, right? And you know, dude ain't talked to me since. He won't even talk to me no more about that. I mean, he cool. I liked him. But he won't talk to me no more. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But I'm just saying, guys, don't be the mama's boy. Don't be that ultimate mama's boy where you just can't cut mama loose. You know, I'm down with you being all right with your mama. That's a beautiful thing. If you look out and take care of your mama, that means you're a good guy. You got a good heart. But I don't want to sit around your mama. Don't no woman want to. I'm going to tell you the truth. Don't nobody want to sit around your mama. You know what I'm saying? So don't do that, guys. All right. So yeah, that was my first episode with A Momma'S Boy, and actually he was the first guy I tried to date, right? And it just went horribly wrong, and I said the wrong shit out my mouth, and it hurt his feelings. I said some more stuff I'm not gonna say on here, but it hurt his feelings, and it may be in my book. I'm gonna put it in my book, but you know, I said some more stuff. But the gist of the story is I can't do mama's boys. All right. Okay, guys. Happy holidays, everybody. Jack Squad, thank you for participating. Everybody, drop down in the comments. Tell me what you think. Give me an idea. You know, one of my subscribers already gave me an idea. I have a couple ideas for Free Game Friday. So, you know, Mondays we'll just be talking, open forum. Wednesdays is Reality Wind-Up. I'm going to round up Part 2 and 3 of the reunion, Atlanta Housewives reunion. And then Friday is Free Game Friday, and I'm going to speak on the second part to the pain in your life, right? So guys, have a good day, have a good holiday. Everybody be safe, and bye-bye.